We thought we were recording, but it turns out we weren't. All along.
You didn't miss anything.
You didn't? Well, yeah, you did actually. I was singing songs. And then Jeff was mad that I was singing songs.
That is not at all true.
He didn't like
I
my
was mad
songs.
because we got things to do.
We got things to do, peeps. Let's just get into it, okay?
Dinks around too long.
Dinks around too long.
It's a guy, I think, Pam.
Oh, Pam. It's a guy thing, Pam. Pamela my ding dong. Hello everyone and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
Board games.
And
board gamey.
things. Exactly. We are here today with another March wrap-up. No, just with a wrap-up. It's first March one of the year. I guess technically it is another March one because we've done other March wrap-ups in the past. We're here today to talk about the games that we played in the month of March.
Yep.
We had quite the month. Jeff, do you want to know?
I feel like we didn't play that much.
We played a total of 47 physical games, but if we're including our BGA plays and everything, we played a total of 68 different games and 114 plays. That ain't too shabby, if you ask me.
Not yet.
We're not going to talk about every game. We'll go through all of the games, but then we'll stop at the ones we want to talk about. And just like last month, it's time for us to also eat some snacks from around the world from Munchpak.
I've been wanting that drink.
This has been sitting on the counter for far too long. We have been dying to try it. This video has been sponsored by Munchpak, so thank you to Munchpak. So we're going to try some snacks from around the world. For anybody who doesn't know, Munchpak is a snack subscription box company. They have many different kinds of boxes you can pick. There's a mini, which comes with 5 snacks. There's an original, which comes with 10. And this right here is a family pack, which comes with 20 snacks. And you can get an add-on of a soda.
I'm so pumped for like the soda might be my favorite thing.
Maybe to get started, Jeff, do you want to crack open the soda?
Look how green this is.
It's very green. It's very Fanta.
It's a Fanta.
From?
Fanta Tropical.
It's cream soda. It's from Thailand. Ooh.
Ooh. That smells really good. Smell it.
Oh. Whoa. That is a lot of sugar.
It tastes like candy.
It tastes like pixie sticks. Kind of. It's really good. It's
I think
very,
the end is pineapple-y.
It's very, very pineapple-y. That's the drink. Delicious. We are going to try some snacks intermittently throughout the video. Stay tuned for that. March was quite a busy month because at the beginning of March, we had our Game-a-thon. Do you guys remember that? The 24-hour all-you-can-play board Game-a-thon? That was this month. Isn't that
weird.
Wild?
And I feel like that was a lifetime
Yeah,
ago.
that was on March 4th. So we did an entire wrap-up video talking about that, which I will link below. During the Game-a-thon, we played Food Chain Island, Town 66, Tapple, Flick of Faith, Lord of the Rings: A Confrontation, Lose Caboose.
Lose Caboose!
Calico, Rove, Ugly Griffin Inn, Can't Stop, Sorcerer's Arena, Overboss, Disney's Epic Alliance's Sorcerer's Arena core set plus both expansions. We played Overboss, Green Team Wins, Karuba, Seven Wonders, Camelot, No Thanks, Planet Unknown, Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Which one did you want to talk about?
And I think of that entire list, the one that I would like to talk about is Karuba. I think we talked about it a little bit in our wrap-up video. So,
did you want me to talk about it?
Yeah, you talk about it because you really loved it.
Karuba is from Haba. Is a publisher that I'm starting to realize just makes really awesome games. For the most part. Every Haba game we've played has been really good. I really want to try Monza.
Same. It's a racing game.
And it is a bingo style route builder. Ultimately, you have explorers.
Yes.
And you're trying to connect those explorers to ruins.
Temples.
Essentially. Temples. And you're going to be bingo styling out a bunch of different tiles, and you have to place those tiles on your little grid in order to maximize the routes that your explorers are going to go to in order to get to their corresponding temples. And it can get super mixed up and messy and ugly because you never know what tiles are going to get pulled at what time.
Yeah.
And it was just a really, really good time.
Yeah, it's really fun. You can play it remotely with your friends. You don't need to own the game. Actually, You don't need to own this game at all because there is an online app that will draw the tiles for you, and you can go on. Yeah, and you can go on BGG and print off the sheet, which is what we did.
Yep.
We played with Ruel from Ruel Gaviola on Twitch. Please go and check him out. He's amazing. The beauty, I think, of Karuba is that everybody gets the exact same information, the exact same tile. You all start with the exact same grid, but everybody's grid ends up so differently because you're all taking different paths and you're doing different things. If you want to watch us play this game with Ruel, it's up on our second channel, Foster the Meeple Rewind, which is where we keep all of our old Twitch streams. So you can actually go there and watch it, and if I remember, I will link it below as well. Yeah. I forgot to mention we also did play Oh My Brain during the Game-a-thon, so that was also in there. I have been playing a butt ton of Final Girl over the past month or 2 months because every Friday on Twitch I stream myself playing Final Girl with different sets, kind of building up the anticipation for Final Girl Season 2. So I'm not going to go into it. Everybody knows I love it, but if you'd like to watch those, I stream them live every Friday night on Twitch, and you can watch the video on demands. They usually come out
Video on demand.
Video on demand.
That reminds me of the old...
Much music.
Yes, but also like... when you used to like rent movies and stuff,
yeah,
it would come up like video on demand.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, we played a few review games, which we do have videos covering them in Board Game Snapshots, which will all be linked below as well. We played Forges of Ravenshire. We played 2 Glory, Star Wars, the deck building game, Deadly Dowagers, Marvel Villainous. All of those have been covered in Snapshots, so if you want full reviews, you can go and check those out there. And we also did play Star Wars deck building game on Twitch as well, so there's that. Then we played Llamaland, and it has been a while.
It's been a hot minute since we were in PR.
Yeah, exactly. Since last May that we've played Llamaland, and this is a Phil Walker Harding game. It is so much fun. It's like a tile placement game that's a little bit different because not only
set collection tile placement.
Yeah, not only are you building out, but you're also like building up, and you're trying to achieve different objectives, and you're trying to get llamas out, but you're trying to like gather resources so that you can collect different llamas. It is so much fun. I really like this one.
Each llama has like a different resource type that they're after, whether it be cocoa, corn, cacao, corn, and potatoes. Yeah. And like Jamie mentioned, there's different levels of tile placement that you can do, similar to like Ginkopolis or Acropolis, which is the newest version or type of this game, I believe. Super accessible, again, very easy to play.
I think I like it more than Jeff does.
Yeah, definitely agree.
It's very cute, and you can hire like different workers and stuff, but I don't know, I think it's fun. It's a good game. I mean, I think I prefer the other 2 that I just mentioned. Sure.
That are a similar style of game to that. I think I'd rather play Ginkopolis or Acropolis at this point.
If you want to watch us play it, you can go to the second channel where we've streamed it. Let's try a snack. Do you want something? We'll start with something savory.
There's a Canada snack.
I know, we're not going to try the Canadian snacks, but just so everybody knows.
There's a Canada snack in here.
It did come with ringalos, so our fellow Canadians will know and love ringalos, probably from their childhood more than anything.
Amazing.
And it also came with an O. Henry Level Up, which is another Canadian snack.
I don't know if I've ever had that.
You haven't? You probably won't like it. It's got pretzels in it. All right, we're going to America, people, and we are trying some Old Vienna Red Hot Riplets, Ridge Potato Chip Chirps, hot barbecue flavor from the old US of A. I'm more into the sweet stuff. How do you feel?
I'll wait for it, because I can feel it.
These are covered in flavor.
Oh, wait.
That's scary.
Yeah, right at the end. It's not that bad. Like, it's not as hot as like hot wings or something, but at the end, it's hitting my throat.
I can't handle the spice.
I very much like these.
Why is it spicy? Next up, we played, this is my speed. Pure sugar. Love it. Next up, we played Downtown Farmers Market, and we played Oracle of Delphi, which we also covered in a Board Game Snapshot, but what I want to say is we played this multiple times. I love this game.
We've now played it at 2 and 4.
2 and 4.
Like it.
Love it.
Both. Yeah.
Love it.
I think it was better at 4.
Do you?
Yeah,
I think, yeah.
The reason why I like it more at 4 is because you get in other people's way. Like, at that, in the
People
4-player
are
game...
stealing the objectives you're going after.
And in the 4-player game, like, I got to a point where I was like, crap, I couldn't complete this objective. Well, I could, but I had to go all the way across the map because everyone had taken the stuff around me.
Yeah, makes it a little bit
harder.
More fighty thing. And then we played Steam, and I want to talk about Steam. This is from my BFF, Marty Wallace. Have you heard of him? And it's a train game. And what I want to say is that I was just the train master of the West until I realized that I, in fact, did not have my tracks connected, and I was delivering into the ether. But I had so much fun doing it.
Steam is a very relatively straightforward route builder where you are trying to connect rails to different cities in order to transport goods between different colored cities that are requiring that colored good. The big mechanic in that is making sure you have enough money to build your infrastructure, and you have to do that by like taking loans from the bank, and those loans have like different income levels that you have to kind of navigate through, but ultimately at the end of it, you're just trying to buy infrastructure to place out railroad tiles in order to deliver goods from city to city, basically.
It is a game that I did not think that I was going to like. Actually, I don't know why, because I seem to enjoy every train kind of game. This is kind of like a cube rail system, right? So you've got
a cube rail system.
It's a cube rail system. So you've got different cubes, and you're trying to move cubes from station to station by building out tracks that you own. However, you can deliver using other people's tracks, but then you're giving them money. And it's just like, I don't know. I loved this game. I was not expecting to like it. I was having so much fun. Now, technically, it's not really meant to be played at 2-player.
Yeah, we made it work at 2.
We made it work at 2, so I would be so excited to see how this would work at higher player counts.
I think it's 3 to 5. Or...
Yeah, because if you play at 2, you're really, it's just same thing as Oracle of Delphi. You're not getting in each other's way. So, like, Jeff was kind of over here, and I was doing my thing over here in the West, you know, conquering it, basically, is what I was doing.
In this game, Jamie was like, I'm just going to go and deliver do. And I'm like, Jamie,
how are you doing that?
Your tracks aren't connected.
And I was like, your tracks aren't connected.
If anyone out there that enjoys like Irish gauge or Iberian gauge, etc., you likely would like Steam. Has less of a stock element to it, but very much similar route building mechanics.
I, just from the cover alone, judged it, as I do with Marty Wallace, but I have learned my lesson, because he's my BFF. Then, me personally, I have played a lot of Crokinole this past month. I think you've only played once.
Yeah, we introduced Crokinole to our friend Matt.
Then Draftosaurus we've played, Sagani we've played. We got an actual physical game of Ticket to Ride that we played, which usually we just play on BGA. And I am excited to try the other copies of Ticket to Ride.
I very much like Ticket to Ride.
I love Ticket to Ride, but I think the base game I prefer online.
That's fair.
Before we get into our next one, let's have a snack. Shall we? Jeff, what do you want? I'll surprise you. Let's try these because these are different. These are Want Golden Rice Crackers, chicken flavor from Taiwan. Did I say Taiwan?
Yeah, you said it weird.
Taiwan.
From Taiwan.
Taiwan. French fries. Golden brown rice crackers packed with savory chicken flavor. They're irresistible. Oh. I don't know, actually. They smell really good.
Jamie's always like, I'm not going to like this thing, always.
I think I'll like all the sweet stuff. It's just savory stuff.
You are just the creator of the biggest mess. Like,
it looks like popcorn.
What are you doing? You're going to like that.
Oh my god. Oh, I don't like the aftertaste.
Why?
No, maybe I do. It's like popcorn.
It tastes like rice cake popcorn.
It almost has like a caramel flavor.
Yeah. It's got the texture of like
caramel
rice
corn.
cake popcorn. It starts savory and ends sweet.
Yeah. These are like addicting.
Yeah. They're very good.
Want one. You might want to try those if you ever get a chance. The next game that we played that I want to talk about is Oak. This is a new game that we picked up at PAX Unplugged. And it's a large, like, worker placement game.
It's one of those big worker placement deck builder.
Yeah. Now, the really interesting thing about this is, I can't remember what the meeples are called, but you've got your little meeples, but you can upgrade them. No, you can upgrade them to be elders. When you upgrade your meeples in this game, you put different outfits on them. One of them
They're
has
not
a hat.
really outfits,
One of them has
though.
a hat. One of them has a little bird that sits on its shoulder.
It's on the staff.
One of them has a
Shawl.
And
There's
they
like a
do
bunch of
different
ones.
things. But essentially what you're doing is like you are placing workers out onto the board, and you are also trying to get them to climb up through this oak tree. And there's different pathways that you can go in the oak tree that are going to afford you different benefits and stuff like that.
It really reminded me of like Endless Winter. I preferred this one, I think, to Endless Winter because there was a little bit less going on. Yeah, it's very much in that new age vein of games that are coming out that have all of those similar mechanics.
I enjoyed it a lot more than Jeff did.
Yep.
I think. Each player will have like a slightly asymmetric ability that they have through a space that they can go to as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on, and it is one of those games where you can't do everything. You need to pick one or two types of things that you want to go after, because otherwise you are just going to get lost in the chaos of options. But I really liked it. I'd like to play it again just to see kind of how...
I want to play it at a higher player count.
Maybe play it at a higher player count. But yeah, that's Oak. If you're interested in trying it, I mean, I think it's worth a try. It's beautiful. It's interesting. It's got some different mechanics that I think are interesting. But yeah, it was one that when we played it, it was very clear that I was enjoying it significantly more than Jeff was.
I did appreciate that you could upgrade to elders, and you got to choose what different type of elder you wanted, and they all had a different asymmetrical ability. That was pretty neat. Like, I haven't seen that before, but I just think I'm getting
burnt out on those.
Yeah, I didn't want to say tired or like whatever, because I'll still play them and still enjoy them, but like I do feel a bit burnt out on you know, the Arnax, the Dunes, the Endless Winter, the Oaks, you know what I mean? Yeah. I
get that. The next game that we played that I also wanted to talk about is Raptor. Now, Raptor was sent to us from Madago.
Not Madagot. Madago.
Madago.
We should know that as, you know, Canadians who know a little bit of French.
So thank you to Madago for sending us Raptor. This is a older game where one person plays as the scientist and the other person plays as Mama Raptor and her babies. And guess who I played as? Mama Raptor. Guess who won? Mama Raptor, because nobody messes with my babies, and Jeff and his nerd of scientists, gang of nerds, were like trying to kill my babies.
I couldn't get my nerds on the board.
That's because I kept eating them. One person, as I said, is playing out the raptors. The other person is playing out the scientists. You're moving around the board and you're playing cards. So at the same time you're choosing a card, you are then revealing that card. If the card has the same number, nobody gets to go.
I really liked that mechanic.
Yes. And if you played out the lower number, you get to go first in the game. Or is it the higher number? Each player has a list of actions that they can select from. And then the number of actions that you get to do is the difference between the two cards played.
Correct.
So the person, I think it's the person who played the higher card, gets to do the actual event that's written on the card. And then the other person gets to take a number of their basic actions that are listed on their board based on the difference.
We could be getting that wrong, but you get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, I thought this was a great game. It was pretty quick.
Very fast. I died very quickly. It's really, really good. I mean, it's been recommended to us a bunch for 2-player game recommendations and stuff. And I didn't get a chance to, but like you can enter scientists from like different areas of the board and kind of circle the babies. But you gotta get away from Mama Raptor because she's gonna eat you.
She's gonna eat you. That's right. After that, we also played Senso Battle for Japan, which number 1 we put in a snapshot. Number 2 we played on Twitch, which you can watch. We also played Kapow, which was covered in a snapshot. Same with Tales from the Loop as well, which is one that we have been waiting to get to the table for a long time.
Enjoyed that one,
Loved it, but if you'd like to see reviews on those, you can check out our last snapshot. I played a couple of new Button Shy games this month, but I'm not going to talk about them because I think I'll do that in a separate video. But I did play Numbsters and Tides, which are solo games, and Jeff and I also got to play Wonder Tales.
I very much like Wonder Tales.
Loves Button Shy, this guy. And then we got to play an in-person game of Root.
We did get to play an in-person game of Root.
We never get to play in person,
so
it's always nice when we get to do that. Now, before we jump in to the next one that we want to talk about, we're going to have a snack. And you mentioned gummies. Is that this? What is this?
I don't know, but now I'm curious what that is.
Whatever this is what I want to try.
Pilon Pillow Rico Mini Candy. Soft, it's from Mexico. Soft candy in a push bottle with sweet and mildly sour tamarind fruit flavor. It pairs perfectly with sugar and chili peppers for an explosion of flavors all in one candy.
Let's try that.
Sounds unique. Oh, it's a push thing.
Like a push pop. Are we dumb? How do you open it?
You're gonna hate that.
Is it why?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't like it.
You know what it tastes like? I actually really do like it.
You can have mine.
Do you know what it tastes like?
No, I want this instead.
Do you know those like fruit sticks that every mom had in their purse?
Yes,
The apricot
fruit
one?
to go.
Yeah, it tastes like a fruit to go.
I'm trying these ones instead. Can you tell me what these ones are?
Ambrosoli Frugale, I don't know how to pronounce that. Citric gummies. These individually wrapped fruity chews are loaded with your favorite citrus fruit flavors such as lemon, orange, and grapefruit. These are interesting because not only did they taste like a fruit to go, they also have a spice to it.
These are delicious.
That might be the most unique candy I've ever had.
Jeff's a more adventurous snacker than me.
What are these?
Gummies. Where were these ones from? Chile. That's where Pedro Pascal is from, Jeff. Those are good, eh? Delicious.
Very chewy.
The next game that I wanted to talk about is called Rhino Hero Super Battle. Another Haba game. Now, we played this a few times, actually, this month. And we played it at 3 players. We played it at 4 players. 3 and 4.
Yeah.
For anybody who's played Rhino Hero, where you're building up a tower of, like, cards, basically, and you're moving a little Rhino Meeple along, Rhino Hero Super Battle just adds to that game, so you're actually building out and up, and you've got tall cards and short cards, and you are basically building out like an apartment building. Each player has their own little wooden meeple. That's a superhero. And when you place your cards with your like floor on it, you roll a die to see how many floors you need to move your meeple up in the apartment building. If you land on a floor that has another meeple, you have to fight. And you do that by rolling dice, and whoever has the highest number wins, lowest number has to move their meeple then down.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a cool element to this one where there's these monkeys that you have to hang off of the building.
And it's not easy.
And it is not easy. This is just silly fun. This game is so much fun.
The thing that's I like most about it is anyone can win at any time. So
yes.
Why it's important to be in the highest level is if you're on the highest level, you're given a token. And then if you have that token, if at any point anyone knocks a tower down, you win.
Yeah.
If you have it and you knock it down, everybody else wins.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's so good. Between the two, Super Battle.
Super Battle is superior. The next game that we played is a totally random one. So this game is called True Colors. This is a very old game. My brother Zach found it at Value Village, and it is a game that I have heard about a ton from Board Game Barrage. So Christina and Mark, specifically from Board Game Barrage, love this game. And
it is very good.
Essentially, it's like a party game where everybody has this little box with a question on it, and then you have cards that correspond to each player. Everybody gets a color. So the question might say something like, who is most likely to
rob a bank?
Rob a bank. Who would you like to change lives with for 24 hours? Mm-hmm. Whose future are you the most interested in seeing? Who's the most grumpy? But like whatever it might be. And then you have...
Spoiler alert, I was the most grumpy.
Yeah. You get 2 votes per question.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my question. I'm going to vote for 2 people. It can be the same 2 people. You can vote for yourself, whatever. Then I'm going to pass my question to the next person. They're going to put their votes in. And like we're all passing until you get your box back, and then you reveal. But before you reveal, everybody has to say, like, I think for my question that I got either the most votes, some votes, or no votes. Mm-hmm. And that's how you score points. That's the game.
By being correct.
By being correct. And that's the game. You do that 4 times, and I had so much fun.
It's one of those games just like fun facts,
Yeah.
where a lot of the game happens in between rounds.
Yes.
Where you're like just dumbfounded why people voted the way they voted.
Yes. However, the one thing about this game versus Fun Facts, like as an example, I think Fun Facts makes a really great icebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
This game, I think you need to know the people
Yeah,
that you're playing with.
Yeah, agreed.
Because
100%.
like,
100%.
as an example,
yeah.
we were playing, it was me, Jeff, our friend Matt, and my brother Zach. I know Jeff really well. I have known Zach my literal entire life, and Matt we've only known for a couple of years. So there's a lot of questions that I may lean more towards like the people that you know more.
But then you run out of cards. Like you only have so many cards of each player, so if you like get to later rounds you don't have any like Jamie votes, then I can't put Jamie in. So then it becomes a bit nonsense.
We're gonna try Hello Kitty from
Taiwan
and Festival Cookies from Colombia.
Is it a 2?
Yeah.
What?
It tastes like
That is bonkers weird.
This almost tastes like the.
Tastes like a honeycomb.
I was gonna say like a Funyun without the onion flavor.
It does taste like a Funyun without the onion flavor. That is a good call. That texture.
It's that texture.
But I feel like it tastes more like a honeycomb cereal.
Yeah. It's really like light.
Melt in your mouthy.
Yeah. I already know I love these. There's a cookie.
Oh, it smells so good.
It tastes like a golden Oreo.
That's really good.
The next game that we played was Disney Villains Card Game. This is a game that I was not expecting much from because it just
I did think it was just another card game.
Like Uno-style card game
plastered
or whatever.
with Disney.
Yes, but it is so much more. It is so fun. So essentially, every person plays as a villain.
Yeah.
And everybody has a deck, and you place your deck kind of like in a circle in front of everybody, and then you flip up your top card. Then you have a hand of cards that you're pulling from your deck.
Mm-hmm.
And then on your turn, you have to play a card from your hand onto one of the piles that's in front of you. You could do it on yours, on somebody else's, whatever.
Ideally, you want it to be on yours.
Ideally on yours, and you are just trying to either match the color or the number.
Mm-hmm.
There are also these special cards that you can pull out that give you a special ability, and the ability is different depending on what villain you are.
Yep.
You really want more cards to be put on your pile because the more cards you have on your pile, those are your points, and the higher cards are better.
There is a added mechanic where if you can't play a card, you're allowed to, or you don't want to, you can play a card face down.
Yes.
In your deck. However, for every one of those, I think the cards go up to like 7?
6.
6?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have one face down card in your pile, that means your 1s won't score.
Yeah.
If you have 2 face down cards, your 2s won't score. Your 1s will, but your 2s won't. If you have 3, your 3s won't count, etc., etc. So if you have 6, your 6s won't count, and those are going to be obviously, because each one's worth 6 points, super detrimental. So it's this really cool give and take. I shockingly like this one a lot.
Simple, it's quick, it's
and this
just
one was
fun.
sent to us as well.
This was sent to us from Ravensburger, so thank you to Ravensburger for sending us. But yeah, it went so far beyond my expectations. Like, it is still just a simple card game, but I think there's that added element of Disney, which you love to see. Jeff played as Jafar, I played as Cruella de Vil, Zach played as Ursula, and Matt played as Scar. So the last one that we wanted to talk about is Tapestry, Fantasies, and Futures expansion, which was sent to us from Stonemaier Games, so thank you to Stonemaier. And we are going to be talking about this more in another video, but I just wanted to, number one, we haven't talked about Tapestry in like forever. So this is our first time playing with any of the expansions, and this basically adds new civilizations.
New civilizations and city maps.
And they're all like fantasy-esque. So I played as like the Fae folk, and Jeff played as Celestials. There's like werewolves that you can be. There's mermaids and like all of these things.
I want to caveat this quickly. We haven't played either of the other expansions for Tapestry. We've only played base Tapestry and now this one.
Yes. So
I don't know if this was added in other cities, but in this new expansion, basically my city tile, I actually had to connect monsters to my castle. So it's not like in Tapestry. Normally you want to fill out the quadrants in order to just get extra resources and stuff. I actually needed to like connect these 4 quadrants to my center board. So it actually changed it up a fair amount, which I thought was really cool.
And there's a new feature called charms in this as well that allow you, like when you play out your Tapestry cards, it might give you some kind of a benefit, or it might kind of delay when you can play something, or it might delay when you get to like get some points and stuff.
It can delay technology cards, so you might not be able to upgrade your tech card to the furthest upgrade level until you have a charmed card out.
And then a lot of them you just flip.
Yeah.
When you use it and it's gone.
Yeah, there's a lot of little like trigger events that happen. And I love Tapestry. I'm going to be completely transparent with that.
Yeah.
Tapestry is a game that has just continued to increase on my list. I've always liked it a lot, but I've been playing it so much lately, and I've never gotten tired of it. And this expansion just added more game. As we've mentioned before,
that's our favorite kind of expansion.
The expansions we like the most are just ones that just give you more stuff that you already love, which this one has done. So.
100%. So we're going to be doing a whole video on Stonemaier games soon, so more about that to come. Now, just quickly, our BGA games that we've played, I am just, like I said, very quickly just going to go through them. These are the ones that I have played. Cubosaurus. Have I ever won? Never. 7 Wonders, Res Arcana, Viticulture, No Thanks, Takanoko, Hanabi, Next Station London, Boop, Astra, Gift of Tulips, Applejack, Isle of Cats, Barren Park, Streets, Can't Stop, and Draftosaurus.
I've been playing Alhambra, Paint the Roses, Boop, Mercado de Lisboa, which I very much enjoyed, 7 Wonders Duel, My Shelfie, Res Arcana, Viticulture, Memoir 44, Agricola, Caverna, and I am now in a crypt game.
Before we go, we will leave you with one more snack.
Let's
make it something delicious that I'm going to like.
That wafer bar looks good.
You want to do that?
Do you want something sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Well, then let's do that. It's a Lucette milk wafer bar from Poland. Wafer bar with thick layers of milk cream between crisp chocolate wafers and then generously covered with the delicious milk chocolate.
So obviously there's still a ton of snacks left in here. So usually there's like 20 different snacks. So we are also going to be eating them randomly throughout the month through other videos probably, but definitely on our Twitch stream. This looks so good.
That might be one of the best things I've eaten in that.
It almost has like a not alcohol flavor. It almost tastes like Kahlua.
I see what you're throwing down. Yep.
Oh my god, so many snacks, so little time. But that is everything that we have for the month of March, including snacks and games and all that good stuff. If you are interested in buying board games, like any of the many that we mentioned today, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us, that is...
the Boardroom Game Cafe.
Yes, it is. If you're interested in snacks, Munchpak. We have a code. It's just Foster the Meeple. Links below where you can get $5 off of your subscription. And that's everything that we have for today. So thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see,
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Later days.
And
I'm not going to stop eating this.
Sorry for Dan for having to listen to us chew.
I'm not sorry, Dan.
We can't put that in the vlog, Jeff. That's inappropriate.
That wasn't that funny.
You don't even get the joke. Did you like that, Jeff? I need a drink of that.
Almost gone.
Oh my god.
I'm just sad I'm never going to be able to get that again. What the frick did you do there?
It shot back. Do you know when, like, you drink something and it goes down the wrong hole, but you still have, like, a mouthful, so you have to, like, quickly swallow the rest of it?
No.
Do you just spit it out? I always swallow all of it.
I don't know if I've ever experienced what you're describing.
It's because there's something wrong with my epiglottis.
Jamie just Googles these things and then is
no,
like,
Jeff,
I have a problem with my...
That's part of my acid reflux. I almost choked and died, but here I am, still alive.